interviewing on a podcast yesterday with Stephanie Schultz, and it's going to be dropping soon, and I'll let you all know when it drops, but it was such a good episode. And one of the questions she asked me was just like, it was so brilliant, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it because it's such a good question. And she asked me, she said, Amanda, can I ask why you share how much money you make with the people on Facebook? I know that people have really bad money stigmas and money triggers, but you openly share the amount of money you make with people online. Aren't you afraid of being judged? Aren't you afraid that people are going to get upset by you sharing this? And I thought it was such a beautiful question, because if any of you have known me from the past or may have caught some of my other live videos, money is my biggest trigger. Money, I had a terrible relationship with money for like the last 2 years. And I just started repairing that relationship, but it's taken some work. And so I was brought up in a family that we were not supposed to talk about money. Money was not something that was openly discussed. It was not something that was celebrated at all. Like, we did not celebrate money. It was considered bragging. We can't celebrate money because we're bragging about it. We were told that money causes problems, money causes fights in family members, which it eventually did, and my family pretty much imploded because of money and everyone owing other people money. It just went. So I had this terrible relationship with money. So when I stepped out into the coaching world in January, when I decided to just be transparent as fuck with people. In January, I said to myself, if I'm going to be a life coach, if I'm going to teach women how to empower themselves, if I am going to teach women how to grow their business, I am going to be real, raw, and uncensored. I am going to show up and tell you about all of the highs, but I will also show up and tell you about all of the lows. I will tell you about every victory, and I will also tell you about every obstacle and every struggle, because it is so vitally important that women know that they are not alone. When you step into being an entrepreneur, it's a complete mind fuck. And people deserve to know that. People deserve to see the real truth, not just some person who's making 6 or 7 figures in their business, who is crushing it, who looks like they have all of their shit together, who looks just absolutely perfect, like an ethereal god floating on a cloud. That's not always how it is. It is hard. It is hard sometimes. And so the reason I share the amount of money I make each month with my audience is because I want to prove to every single woman who thinks that she can't do it, that she can. I am not an anomaly. I am not this like super beyond special person. I did not land on this planet from the sky in a burst of flames. I am not a phoenix. I am not a god. I am a normal human being. I am a normal human being with flaws and imperfections. I am a normal human being. And in 2 months, I have built my business to make $61,000. In 2 months, without sales funnels, without websites, without all of the bells and whistles. And I think that's so vitally important for women to realize you can do it without all of the shit. I sat in overwhelm all last year, complete and utter overwhelm, thinking I needed to have all of it, thinking I needed the sales funnels, thinking I needed the beautiful website. I spent 4 days creating this website, and it's beautiful. I don't use it anymore. I spent days working on sales pages, sales funnels. I spent money on Facebook ads, and nothing happened. Sales didn't come. It was just bleh. It just wasn't happening. So when I decided to be a coach, I was like, I am going to do this as organically as possible. I am going to show up in a world that is telling you you have to have all of the things, and tell you right now you don't. You don't need the website. You don't need the sales funnel. You don't need to spend an ass ton of money on Facebook ads. You do not need email marketing. You need yourself. You need a vision. You need a passion. You need a purpose. That's what you need. You need to show up for your audience every single day. And if by me sharing the amount of money that I make allows one woman in this planet to not give up on her dream, if sharing the amount of money I make helps one woman not throw in the towel in her business, it's worth it. I was brought up never to celebrate money, and that's not okay, because you should be celebrating it. You should be celebrating every little penny that you make. You should be celebrating things and money that comes to you in unexpected ways, but you should also be celebrating money that comes to you in expected ways. When was the last time you celebrated a paycheck? It's expected. What's so special about it? Think of of what type of vibe that sends into the universe. So I will celebrate the amount of money I make. I will celebrate it because it's incredible. It's important to me. And it's important for me to anchor this down. And it's important for me to show other women that this is possible. I have been in the business for a total of 4 months. My first program sold on February 6th. February 6th, over a month after I started my coaching business. And from February 6th until yesterday, I've made $61,000 in sales. It is possible. You don't need all of the bells and whistles. You don't need all of that shit. You just need you. You need to show up. You need to go all in. You need to connect with your audience. Please, for the love of God, if you were sitting in the overwhelm, just know that there's another way out, because at the time I didn't. I sat in overwhelm for a year. I didn't make anything. I went broke. I couldn't pay myself for the month of December. I couldn't do it. So if I didn't have a bad relationship with money to begin with, December just shit the bed. December just made my relationship with money shit the bed. I couldn't participate in Christmas. We couldn't go anywhere. I ended up spending Christmas drinking a bottle of champagne and falling asleep on the couch at 7 o'clock. It happens. It happens. We should celebrate what's happening to us. We should be able to be confident enough in our abilities and our space to be able to tell people this is what's happening. This is transparent. This is exactly what is happening. We look at these coaches, right? And we see just this utter perfection, right? And we think that we cannot live up to that expectation. We cannot live up to that perfection, and you don't have to. You don't have to sit in the overwhelm of perfection. You don't have to sit in the overwhelm at all. Just get up every day. Get up on a live video and talk to your audience. Talk to your people. Tell them that they are important and allow them to see the true potential that lies within them, because there's so much potential that lies within each and every single one of you. If you threw caution to the wind, if you said, what if I succeed? If you said, what if I could conquer the world, and you showed up with nothing to lose, literally nothing to lose, your business would skyrocket. You would take quantum leaps because you wouldn't care what other people think. And yes, I'm going to have haters for sharing the amount of money that I do. But it's important for you guys to realize that this is possible. It is possible for you. I am a human being. I am nothing special. I am not an anomaly. I'm just a woman who said, fuck it. I'm a woman who said, fuck it. I don't care if people get pissed. Fuck it. I don't care if people block me. Fuck it. I don't care if people think I'm annoying, loud. I curse too much. I throw my hands in the air too much. Fuck it if people make fun of me for being the George Bush of public speaking. Fuck it. I'm going to show up as true, authentic, unapologetically me, and I'm going to let women in this world know they can do the exact same thing. They can say fuck it, and I mean truly mean fuck it, and show up as themselves every single day. It is possible for you. It is so possible for you if you just find that fire inside of you. If you find that fire inside of you and just let it burn despite what everyone else is telling you. Because everyone else will tell you that this is a stupid path. Everyone else will tell you you're wasting your time. Everyone will tell you that you're gonna fail. But if you know you're gonna succeed, that's all that fucking matters. Not what everyone else says. If you know this is your passion, your purpose in life, that is all that matters, not what everyone else has to say. So every day, show up to your business like a six-figure earner. I tell my clients this all the time. When you show up to your business like a six-figure earner, you don't give a fuck. You don't, because you know the money is in the bank, right? You know the money is in the bank. It's already there. So you know you can show up as the true, authentic you, uncensored, raw, real, and people will respond to that because the money is in the fucking bank. So show up to your business like the six-figure earner that you are. There are people who will tell you that you are crazy. Why the fuck would you leave the comfort of a 9-to-5 job? Why the fuck would you leave the comfort of a steady paycheck? But you know you were meant for more, right? You know you were put on this planet for a purpose. You know you were put on this planet to make an impact, and that's what fucking matters, not what everyone else has to say. Because everyone else isn't you. Everyone else doesn't have your passion. Everyone else doesn't have your purpose. Everyone else does not have that fire. People who may have that fire their entire life, but never truly step out and declare it and harness it and make it grow. But you did. That's what sets you apart from the pack. People play small. You're not playing small. You're doing something completely terrifying, something completely unknown, something completely that can change your life. You're doing that. Not them, you are. So know that this is possible for anybody, and I will continue to be as transparent as fuck with my business. I will probably not have as big successful months like I've had the last 2 months, and on those months, I'll still show up and I'll still tell you, guess what? I'm still going. I'm not gonna let this deter me. I'm not gonna let this stop me. And every single time I share my income with you, just know that this can happen to you. It can, it will, if you just push, if you show up, if you say, fuck it. It's my motto, fuck it. Who cares? Are people's opinions worth $1 million? Because every time you don't show up on a live video, every time you censor yourself in a post, every time you don't speak your truth, you are leaving money on the table. Do you know what that money can do for you? Do you know what that money can do for your family? That money could have you take a trip with your kids to Disneyland. That money could pay off your mortgage. That money could get you out of the student loan debt, the credit card debt that you are currently just struggling with. That money that you are leaving on the table could change your life, and you're leaving it on the table because you're not being you. You're trying to emulate, you're trying to imitate your upline, another coach. But that's not what people want to see. They want to see the true, authentic you. So show up like that and be transparent as fuck. Don't show up being absolutely perfect. There is no such thing as perfection. The people that we look at, that we see that are perfect, they are not perfect. They're only just showing a side of you. So show all sides of you. Every single side of you, the good, the bad, the ugly. The days where you are such a hot mess that you feel like you can't keep going. The days that are so amazingly beautiful and victories are flying out your asshole, show up. Show up no matter what happens, and I promise you today, your business will start taking quantum leaps. Show up as yourself. And I will keep sharing my journey with you guys. I will keep sharing my struggles. I will keep sharing the amount of money I make because I want to motivate you. I want you to look at my success and think, I can do that too, because you can. You absolutely can have this success when you start showing up with a fuck it mentality. You can absolutely have this success in your life, in your business, in your relationship. So start showing up, guys. Start realizing your true potential, because I can realize the potential in you, but until you realize your own potential, you're not going to go anywhere. As a coach, I can help motivate you. I can help add flame and fuel to the fire that burns inside of you, but I cannot find that fire. So if you have that fire, if you have that passion, if you want to up level in your life and your business, reach out to me. Send me a message and say, I am fucking ready to say fuck it. I am ready to go to the next level in my life, in my business. I am ready to show up. I am ready to gain and earn success. I am fucking ready. And I will help you. I will help you figure out what programs you can get into. I will help you figure out if one-on-one coaching is your thing. I will help you. But you have to have that motivation. You have to have that drive. You have to have that passion. You have to have that fire. And if you have that fire, then come see me, because I will make it burn like it will take down California. Bad analogy, but I'm going with it. I will help that thing burn brighter than it has ever burned before. Lip sweat and all. I love you guys so much. If you know someone who is struggling with anything, money mindset, any of that, please share this with them. Please reach out to them and help them create their own potential. Help them realize their own potential. I love you so much. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like what you saw, go right ahead and click the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to head over to iTunes and check out my podcast, Fierce as Fuck. Thank you so much, and go grab today by the balls and make it your bitch.